This video is just to help you navigate the assignments for skill-related fitness components. Throughout the next 6 quote-unquote class periods, you will be expected to learn and demonstrate your understanding and knowledge and application of each component through a series of activities in the slide deck. This first slide just gives you the learning targets and the tasks that you will be completing. This one, for example, is for the skill-related fitness component balance. You are going to find a measurement tool to assess the component. You will then look for 2 skills within a sport or lifetime activity that applies to the component, and then 3 exercises to improve performance in that specific component, thus improving your performance in the activity that you initially related the component to. Slide 2 is really just a definition slide. After learning a little bit about the component through the slide deck in each lesson, you will put your definition of that component in your own words and then provide 2 images that demonstrate that component of fitness, of skill-related fitness. The next thing, you are going to choose and explain any sport or lifetime activity and its connection to that component. It is recommended to choose a sport or activity that you're familiar with because it's going to be a little bit easier for you to explain it and apply it to that sport or activity. When choosing a sport or activity, it's very important that you are choosing something that is relatable, but that also has skills within it. So for example, running would not be a great option because there really aren't skills involved in running per se. Lifetime activities could include yoga, rollerblading, biking, things like that, where there are skills within it that you will be able to then apply back to the component. Then here, you're just explaining in 3 sentences or more how the component, in this case balance, relates to the sport or activity of your choice. One thing I also want to recommend that is if you do something like yoga, or let's say you pick track and field, your skills within that would then be the events or a pose within yoga. So just to give you a little bit of a better understanding moving forward for the assignment. On slide 4, you're going to choose a measurement tool. There's a link provided on this slide that you can go to, and it gives you tons of different tests to assess certain skill-related fitness components. There's more than just skill-related fitness components here, so be careful and make sure that you are choosing something that will assess the proper component that you are working on. On slide 5, you are going to here then insert and pick 2 skills and then do an explanation of how it applies, the component applies to that skill. Skills examples within soccer would be kicking, would be cutting to a ball, would be shooting. Skills, like I said, within yoga would be certain yoga poses or the names of the yoga poses. Skills within track and field would be events such as the 200-meter dash, or it could be the javelin throw. So there's lots of different opportunities for you to apply skills back to the sports. Just making sure that when you pick the 2 skills, they apply back to the sport that you chose and explained in slide 3. Then lastly, you're going to provide, on slide 6, you're going to provide 3 exercises to improve the component. In this case, for this slide deck, it is balance. Once you choose those 3 exercises, you're going to write the names in these 3 boxes. Then you're going to insert an image or a GIF or a video of someone or yourself demonstrating the exercises. In terms of submitting the picture, GIF, or video, if you are just basically submitting a picture of someone else performing it, it demonstrates that you can identify that exercise. If you want to go higher in your grade and you get more points, if it's actually you applying that exercise and showing and demonstrating that exercise. On this slide as well, you are expected to provide a brief explanation of how the exercise relates to the component. For example, if it was balance, the exercise you might have here is a one leg stork stand. You'll have the picture and then you'll explain that this is improving balance because you're balancing on one leg for a certain amount of time, and so on and so forth. So just a brief 1 to 2 sentence explanation on this slide as well. Once you are done all of those components, you submit your slide deck and you are ready to move on to the next skill-related fitness component, okay?